The United States Department of Justice, also known as the Justice Department, is a federal executive department of the United States government responsible for the enforcement of the law and administration of justice in the United States. It is equivalent to the Justice or Interior Ministries of other countries. The department was formed in 1870 during the Ulysses S. Grant administration, and administers several federal law enforcement agencies, including the U.S. Marshals Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, and the Drug Enforcement Administration. The DOJ is responsible for investigating instances of financial fraud, representing the U.S. government in legal matters, and running the federal prison system. The department is also responsible for reviewing the conduct of local law enforcement as directed by the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994. The department is headed by the U.S. Attorney General, who is nominated by the President and confirmed by the Senate and is a member of the Cabinet. On December 23, 2020, following the resignation of William Barr as Attorney General, Jeffrey Rosen became the acting Attorney General. Rosen resigned once President Joseph Biden took office on January 20, 2021. The current Attorney General is Merrick Garland, who was sworn in March 11, 2021. The Office of the Attorney General was established by the Judiciary Act of 1789 as a part-time job for one person, but grew with the bureaucracy. At one time, the Attorney General gave legal advice to the U.S. Congress, as well as the President. However, in 1819, the Attorney General began advising Congress alone to ensure a manageable workload. Until March 3, 1853, the salary of the Attorney General was set by statute at less than the amount paid to other cabinet members. Early attorneys general supplemented their salaries by running private law practices, often arguing cases before the courts as attorneys for paying litigants. Following unsuccessful efforts in 1830 and 1846 to make Attorney General a full-time job, in 1867, the U.S. House Committee on the Judiciary, led by Congressman William Lawrence, conducted an inquiry into the creation of a law department, headed by the Attorney General and also composed of the various department solicitors and United States attorneys. On February 19, 1868, Lawrence introduced a bill in Congress to create the Department of Justice. President Ulysses S. Grant signed the bill into law on June 22, 1870. Grant appointed Amos T. Ackerman as Attorney General and Benjamin H. Bristow as America's first Solicitor General the same week that Congress created the Department of Justice. The department's immediate function was to preserve civil rights. It set about fighting against domestic terrorist groups who had been using both violence and litigation to oppose the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution. Both Ackerman and Bristow used the Department of Justice to vigorously prosecute Ku Klux Klan members in the early 1870s. In the first few years of Grant's first term in office, there were 1,000 indictments against Klan members with over 550 convictions from the Department of Justice. By 1871, there were 3,000 indictments and 600 convictions, with most only serving brief sentences, while the ringleaders were imprisoned for up to 5 years in the federal penitentiary in Albany. New York. The result was a dramatic decrease in violence in the South. Ackerman gave credit to Grant and told a friend that no one was better or stronger than Grant when it came to prosecuting terrorists. George H. Williams, who succeeded Ackerman in December 1871, continued to prosecute the Klan throughout 1872 until the spring of 1873. During Grant's second term in office, Williams then placed a moratorium on Klan prosecutions partially because the Justice Department, inundated by cases involving the Klan, did not have the manpower to continue prosecutions. The Act to establish the Department of Justice drastically increased the Attorney General's responsibilities to include the supervision of all United States attorneys, formerly under the Department of the Interior, the prosecution of all federal crimes, and the representation of the United States in all court actions, barring the use of private attorneys by the federal government. The law also created the Office of Solicitor General to supervise and conduct government litigation in the Supreme Court of the United States. With the passage of the Interstate Commerce Act in 1887, the federal government took on some law enforcement responsibilities, and the Department of Justice was tasked with performing these. In 1884, control of federal prisons was transferred to the new department. From the Department of Interior, new facilities were built, including the penitentiary at Leavenworth in 1895, and a facility for women located in West Virginia at Alderson was established in 1924.